Hello, my friends. It is August 14th, 2018. Danny D here from Solicitous Comics. We've got one new one for you today that I mentioned in the rumor mill, I think 2 weeks ago, and three that are ending very soon, some very, very soon. Our first one, Bigfoot Bill. This is Doug Tenaple. This is the gentleman that brought you Earthworm Jim. This is a hilarious story. He started this one yesterday at noon. It's already at 20,000. His goal was 15,000. Congratulations, sir. I think this one's going to be another big hit, just like Red Rooster, Jawbreakers. If you played Earthworm Jim, you'll understand. From my understanding, he's going to do this comic first. He's thinking about coming out with a small animated series, and he's thinking of coming out with a video game. The art, if you've seen Earthworm Jim, you understand his art. This is his art. Let me scroll down here. You will see it's his style. Basically, there is an area in LA, like Area 51, where all the creatures we hear about that people spot and cite are kept so that we can't find them, like the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, the Kraken. Now, for some reason, I don't know, I haven't read the story, but Bigfoot is wearing the Kraken, and because he's wearing the Kraken, he's the first one that actually escapes from this place. Like I said, very interesting story. Here we have Bigfoot, a unicorn, and Nessie. And I'm not exactly sure, and I'm not even attempting to say that word up there. The one eating the taco. But he should be having a sombrero. But that's another thing. Like I said, here's the art. I'm assuming Poseidon. Why Poseidon would be there, I'm not sure. There is the Kraken. There is some more art further down. This looks hilarious. Your Earthworm Jim style. I don't know where the story is going, what he's trying to do. But this looks absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Look at this. He's trying to do the Spider-Man thing. That's funny. That is hilarious. Alright, let's go up to what his perks are. Alright, the first one he's got here is $50 for a signed comic and a sketchbook. $25 for the signed comic. $45 for 2 signed comics. $80 for 2 signed comics and 2 sketchbooks. And as usual, the higher the perks, the more stuff you get. This is still going for a month. So this, like I said, this just started yesterday at noon. I can see this really taking traction. People loved Earthworm Jim. That was a fun little game. So if you're into stuff like that, this looks like a very funny graphic novel. Check this out. Now, there are no more new ones on Indiegogo today, so I'm just going to go into a bunch that are ending soon. Our first one, the Berserker Knot, issue number 1. 4 days left on this one. His goal was 3,500. He is only at 1,338. That's not very high. But again, I tell these people they need to do a much better presence out on YouTube. They need to contact different people that are into Comicsgate, as a lot of people are calling it. The art is okay. It's not fantastic, but it is okay. It's got a very unique style to it, which again, Earthworm Jim has a very unique style too, so but I think these people don't get enough publicity. They don't get enough exposure, and that's their problem. So I don't think that this person, unfortunately, is going to make it, which is too bad. Like I said, the art's not perfect, but it does look neat. It's very unique. You know, it's an interesting story. It's basically, he sounds like a bounty hunter, except he hunts monsters. You know, they talk about some of the people that he finds. Frankenborg. You know, it just sounds like an interesting little comic. He's got, for perks, $4 for the comic book. Again, very, very reasonable. $20 for an autographed comic book. $35 autographed comic book with a sketch. And $150 for a comic book and some original art, and some more go up from there. Our next one, Rebel Yell, The Hated Hero, book number 1. His goal was 500. He is at 558. There's 2 days left on this one. This is basically a Southern superhero using points in Southern history, places in Southern history, and Southern mythology. Because there is a lot of it down here. People don't realize it. And he did this comic. He's met his goal. I hope that's enough for him. It's an interesting story. I do like it. $3, I do believe, is just a tip. Let's confirm that. Oh, and you get a digital copy. Okay, again, that's very reasonable. $6. You get the issue, first number 1, which is neat. $45. What is the difference here? I don't know what the difference is here, because he's got this one here for $6 and this one here for $45, but all he has is Rebel Yell. But welcome to English as a Second Language. Rebel Yell issue number 1 in print. I think I'd go for the $6 one instead of paying $45 for the same thing. Again, these people need to have another set of eyes. It's just like Nasser caught some stuff on my website, and I'm glad he did, because he made me go back and do some... I'm horrible at spelling, and he caught some spelling mistakes I did. So I went back through and I went through all my stuff again and double checked, and sure enough, I found some spelling mistakes. So thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Nasser. I will be talking about him as soon as I'm done all of these books. And the last one, speaking of Nasser, is Nassers. There's only 9 hours left on this one. His goal was $2,050, and I am very happy to say that he's got $14,617. I listen to him in a lot of my live chats. I think he's finally coming out of his shell. The last live chat I heard him on, he was letting some good one-liners go. He's getting away from his shyness, which is nice. He is working on another project already, since this one is done, which is great. So I guess he's going to have another project shortly. And I can't wait. I do like this one. This is very horror-oriented, very much Lovecraft. Like I said before, that's what I see when I see this. I will go over his perks. $20 gets you the Stardust, which is this comic. and one of Nassers' novels. I'm not sure what novels he has, but I do know he has, I do believe, 3 novels. $5 for a physical copy. $6 for a physical copy and a script. $10 for 2 signed copies. $15 for 4 copies, which I like when they do that. $30 for 10 copies. This way, a comic book store can pick these up and sell them to the public, because I think they can sell these compared to selling Squirrel Girl and garbage like that. What, Kamala Khan or whatever her name is. That stuff doesn't sell. This is why the big two are going out of business, is because they're putting politics in it. And if you read a comic, if you go see a movie, if you play a game, it's because you want to leave reality behind you. Plain and simple. That is why you do it. Alright, I already gave you my rumor mill stuff about Stardust, about Nasser with another book. So I guess that's it. Not a very long one today, but 1 new one, 3 that are almost ending. And Nassers is ending soon, so if you want it, scoop it up now. Alright, my friends, Danny D. As usual, like, subscribe, and share these videos. The bigger I get, the bigger my channel gets, the bigger I can help, or the more I can help these people. And I will see you folks tomorrow.